So we're going to be looking at how we can make organizational charts within Excel, and we can see that we've got some information here. We have a bit of a layout of a company. So we have the boss, the manager, the account, social media, warehouse manager, and the picker. And the easiest way that we can do this is to go up to the insert point here, and then we can see we've got some options. And within the options now, we want to be clicking on SmartArt here. And from SmartArt, you either get a pop-up, or we can see that we get some options here on the Mac version. And what you can do is you can choose from one of these, and you can see that you get quite a lot of different things. So you can plan processes, you can work in cycles, but for us, we're going to be working on this hierarchy structure here. And we'll just use this first one as an example here. So once we've clicked into this, we can see that we get all these different boxes, and we can see that it's a little bit small to start out with. So we can make this a little bit bigger just by clicking on these little corner buttons here and dragging that out there. And once we've done that, we can move that over. Once you've got this here, what you have is the ability to change the design of this. So you can come over here and you can change any of the colors that you want to do. So say you want to make some of the different colors, or you want to kind of just quickly make this predefined here, then this is what you can do. And you can make this into different models and stuff, whether you want it to be 3D or not, but just for now, we'll just keep it as it is. And what we want to look at now is we want to start inputting our data. So within the SmartArt Design tab here, we can see that we want to add the text pane. And this is where it's going to work all over your text, and you can kind of insert and move stuff around as you need to do. So we'll just move that down a little bit there. And we can see that Mark is the boss. So we can insert marker into that first one there and press down. And we know from here that Mark has the manager underneath him of Gem, so then we can place in Gem into the box below. But for Gem, she's not kind of directly off to the side there. We want Gem to make directly under Mark. So what we need to do with Gem then is when we get to this point, we don't want to use these buttons, but we need to get rid of this part here to start with. So we'll just delete that to there and then press the enter button. And we can see now that that's gotten rid of Gem there, in terms of having that little drop down part, but we've now just got the little dot. So what we can do is just demote Gem underneath there, and you can see that this has now put Gem on par with the others, but don't worry too much about this for now, because we're going to be working on promoting and demoting other ones within our hierarchy. So we've done Gem, so we want to do Olivia, and the next one that we want to add is Owen, and then we want to add Orla on at the end. So we can see that we have these, but these are on par with Gem now, and we know that within our hierarchy that this isn't the case. So we're going to click back up here into Olivia, and then what we can do is use these buttons. So we know that we have the promote and we have the demote, so we can demote her there. And you can see now how that's changed the chart a little bit, and we can just work on demoting these as we work down. And now we can see that these have all worked in terms of coming underneath Gemma. So what we can do now is that we know that we need to add Ben as a picker. So what we can do here is we can have a look at who Ben falls underneath. And we know that Ben falls underneath Orla there. So what we need to do is just make sure that Orla is down at the bottom here. And once Orla is down at the bottom here, what we can do is we can just click the add button there, and we can see now that we've got a box that appears underneath Orla. So we can add Ben in there really easily, and then we can just click off of him there. And now by adding him into there, we can see that he's easily fallen underneath Orla there. And if we wanted to add someone underneath Owen, say for instance, then we can click into Owen's one, we can click and add, and we can see that again, this will just work in terms of adding the person underneath Owen there. So say we had, say we put Daisy there, but then Ben suddenly gets promotion again. So then Ben adds somebody else onto that. So we can work on this. And now we can see by using the promotion and demotion now that we've been able to put the next person. So now we can put the new person underneath there. And you can see really quickly how you can kind of build these out. So we have Mark at the top, then drops down to Gem, who then feeds into Olivia, Owen, Orla, who then Orla has Ben, and Ben has the new person. And then Gem's got obviously Owen underneath, who then has Daisy underneath him. And it's really easy to kind of add all these different ones and just kind of build it out slowly as you need to do, and as things get more complicated. Within this as well, if you click into your SmartArt feature here, then we have the ability to change it up here. So you can change this, you know, into different ways of how you want it to look. So you can just kind of move it around a little bit depending on what you're wanting to do. And it'll still keep the same format roughly, but you might have to change a couple of things. But obviously with this, say for instance, this one here would be quite good because you'll be able to just add in pictures with this one. Then you can see how you could quickly add that one in there. And it just would work really well if you had like profile pictures of everybody and you'd just be able to add them in really quickly there. You can also change the color of things just by quickly clicking onto these here. So again, you know, if you had this one selected, for instance, then it's really easy because you can see on what level people are by what color they are. And as always, you know, you'll be able to click onto this button here and then format exactly how you want to do. Or, you know, kind of dropping down there. And it's just really good for being able to do all these hierarchies and move stuff about. If you have any questions about anything at all, then don't forget to ask. And if you get stuck on out, then, you know, leave a comment and I'll try and answer it as best as I can. But hopefully this helps and we'll hopefully see you again soon.